place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 today could be the day. Today could be the day.
5, 4.
Every time she hits her stride
Here I come.
and is ready to chase it again. Every time we hear the bell and know a child is cancer-free. Every time his heart beats stronger and he scores the winning goal. With more than 35 pediatric subspecialties, East Tennessee Children's Hospital is here every time it matters most.
Well, good morning. Happy Saturday. How's the day going so far? It is the last shopping weekend before Christmas. Are y'all ready for this? Have you finished your Christmas shopping? If not, the good news is today is going to be a perfect day to do so. And tomorrow is going to be a great day to do so as well. Go to church, grab some brunch, go do some Christmas shopping, go home and wrap up the presents. A lot of folks are going to be off next week. Of course, the kids are out of school. So that's either a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe you're going to be traveling. And don't forget, if you are traveling for the holiday, to take the East Tennessee Weather app with you. And if you're traveling to Colorado, it has been incredibly windy. And more wind is on the way for those folks out there. If you're going to be doing some skiing, if you're staying here, well, temperatures have been chilly enough to get some nice fresh snow. Or, man-made snow anyways across the mountains of East Tennessee, North Carolina. All right, let's take it back outside. We'll show you what it looks like. Glad you all are joining me this morning. We got Isaiah, Deb, Andrew. How are you this morning? We got Nathan joining us. Nathan, are you skiing this weekend? Hopefully you have a chance to get out there. A beautiful sunrise taking shape. Some high thin clouds just to get the day started. So really no issues whatsoever this morning. It is a chilly start to the day with temperatures only in the 20s. As it stands right now. All right, let's talk about temperatures yesterday. If you look at the almanac data, and you'll hear me talk about this quite a bit every once in a while, but remember, we had falling temperatures, or rather steady temperatures yesterday. I was going about 41 degrees for an afternoon temperature. That's about where we were. The official high was at 12:10, just after midnight at 48 degrees, and the low of 30 degrees was just at before midnight this past night. Last night, I should say. If I can get the words out. What's up, buddy? I'm live. Come on in or close the door. My son's like, "Are you live? What does he think I'm talking to? What do you think? Who do you think I'm talking to? Just by myself?" Well, I am. That's typically the case. All right. So 24-hour temperature change. We're running colder this morning than yesterday. We're anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees colder. When you look at the numbers, we're all in the 20s. Rogersville coming in at 22. Tri-Cities 23. A little bit warmer, say, towards Cleveland, not much. Chattanooga's at 28 and Knoxville's at 27 degrees. Nothing to show you on the future cast here for the day today because we have abundant sunshine from sunrise to sunset, so enjoy that. We're going to top out in the 50s, close to 60 degrees across parts of East Tennessee today. And if you have evening plans here tonight, you have friends and family members coming to town, you're like, all right, we're going to go out to dinner tonight. Grab the jackets, but not bad. It's going to be great. 44 by 8 o'clock, and by 10 o'clock, we're at 42. However, with that said, we do have a cold front coming through tonight. Don't worry, not a big deal. We pick up our timeline at 7 o'clock here tonight. We'll have clear skies, so it should present us a nice sunset here tonight. And then as we head through the overnight hours, I say this a lot on this platform, but more bark than bite. The atmosphere is very dry in the low levels, and this is a moisture-starved cold front, so it's not going to do much. Now it's going to bring us the clouds, maybe a sprinkle through the overnight hours. That's going to be about the extent of it. We start Sunday morning off on the cloudier side, and then as we progress through the day on Sunday, increasing sunshine. So morning clouds, sunshine. It's going to be a great weekend and a good, solid, above average weekend. Barely above, but a solid average weekend, I should say. And you can see our rainfall forecast is rather lackluster. And when you look at your rain chances over the next 7 days, well, that's also fairly lackluster. Your 7-day rainfall forecast is pretty much null and void. So really not much in the form of rainfall around the area. So if you are going to be traveling this week, it should be just fine. And then as we get towards the end of the week, of course, we're warming through Christmas week. A ridge of high pressure is going to dominate. Now, there are going to be a couple of disturbances that kind of roll over the top of the ridge as we get into our, say, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. But it's not going to really produce a whole... At this point of the game, it's not expected to produce much in the way of precipitation, as I clearly just showed you. So here's your 7-day forecast. Average high is 50. We'll go 56 today, 54 tomorrow. So a couple degrees cooler behind the cold front tonight, down to 53 on Monday. And then that ridge starts to build its way on in, and we're going to be in the mid-50s Tuesday, mid-60s Christmas Eve. So if you're heading off to those Christmas Eve services, it's going to be nice and warm. I have a little bit of light rain on there, mainly through the overnight hours, but again, just a couple of disturbances, waves, probably not going to produce much rain. And then we're going to be in the upper 60s on Christmas Day and the day after, when you go back to the malls to return all those Christmas presents. And look at those morning lows. I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, I want a fire in the fireplace, a nice cup of coffee as we open Christmas presents in the morning. And it's just going to be the four of us. But it also makes for a great day to get out and enjoy. If you're running around town to different Christmases, no issues, sunshine, warm temperatures. We'll probably start Christmas Day off with a few clouds. And I think that's really going to be about the extent of it. Now, for those of you, and I don't have any maps right now to show you. I tried to build some this morning, just didn't quite get it done. But for those of you that may be looking ahead towards New Year's Eve, well, we could be dealing with some rain showers and we could be dealing with some potentially colder air. So maybe temperatures in the 30s for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We'll see how that all plays out in the coming days. I'll be talking much more about that here as we get a little bit closer to the event. All right. So Brandon's liking the 67, huh? Not so much. Yeah, I agree with you, Andrew. It doesn't feel like Christmas whatsoever. Any heavy winds Monday? Nah. No wind, not like what we've seen, or not like what Colorado... 113 mile per hour winds were reported in Boulder, Colorado yesterday. They've actually shut down the power grid. My brother doesn't have any power. He lives right up against the foothills in Denver, and they have shut off the entire power grid for multiple days now due to fire danger, right? So trees get knocked down, power lines get knocked down. It creates fire. Fire danger in Colorado is extremely high because it's always very, very dry. And 113 mile per hour winds, yeah, that's insane. Hurricane force winds just is insane. So I'm hoping the New Year's weekend is the same as Christmas. I'm moving to North Mississippi, West Tennessee area. We are going to miss you, Denise. Would you like to tell us what you're moving for? Are you moving for a job, family? Are you just tired of us here in East Tennessee and you're like, I got to go to West Tennessee, Northern Mississippi? And by the way, if you do go to Northern Mississippi, West Tennessee-ish area, a good friend of mine, Matt Laban, runs Mississippi Live Weather. So he does exactly what I do for Mississippi. So make sure you check out Matt Laban and his team with Mississippi Live Weather if you are going to be moving. And if any of you are moving to a different part of the country and you're curious about who to follow for a weather person, always reach out to me and let me know, because there's a lot of me, across the country that are really doing exactly what I am doing. So, but we will miss you, Denise. You've been on my platform for quite some time. Well, we're transitioning now into a neutral. There is signs that we're switching over into a neutral season. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, let's get to work with those national holidays. I don't want to keep you too long on this good old Saturday. We'll take it back outside. A live look in Union County. That's a live look from the courthouse, the Maynardville Courthouse in downtown Maynardville. The big city of Maynardville, right? Right, Tom? Tom's from Maynardville. He lives in Maynardville. And the mayor is great. Allowed me to put a camera up on top of the courthouse anyways. All right. National holidays for the day today. I've not even taken a look yet. Of course, it's December 20th. Tomorrow marks the winter solstice. So the official start to the winter season. Plus, the days will start getting longer for those of you who've been longing for some spring kind of weather. We'll get there eventually. The years go by really quickly, right? So celebrating birthdays and events, any birthdays or events out there, let me know what's going on. And Denise, if you are in that area, since you are moving, make sure you download their app as well. So Mississippi Live Weather, Matt Laubon and his team are fantastic. They do a lot more lives. They've got a lot more presence. Not more presence. They got a bigger team than the team of just one. Well, yeah, sure, Katie. I don't know Mike personally, but that's all I'll say there. All right, anyways, Go Caroling Day. Today is National Go Caroling Day. And by the way, Katie, Mike was up here when we got the snow up in Gatlinburg not too long ago. If you do follow him, you probably knew that. So if you're a caroler, last time we went caroling was when we went and visited our family in Texas, and the whole family decided to go do some Christmas caroling. It was kind of fun. I haven't done that in a long time, so it's kind of fun to do. Today is National Sangria Day. If Erin's on here, I think she's a fan of sangria, I think. I don't see her on the platform right now. It is also National Mud Day. Does anybody know who that guy is? Shall we find out? Mud Day on December 20th annually recognizes the birthday of Dr. Samuel Mudd, a man whose name was Mudd after his dealings with one man. After assassinating Lincoln on April 14th, 1865, John Wilkes Booth rode with co-conspirator David Harold to Dr. Samuel Mudd's home in the early hours of the 15th before crossing into Virginia. Mudd performed surgery on Booth's fractured leg and allowed both men to stay the night. At some point, Mudd must have learned of the assassination. However, he did not report Booth's visit to the authorities for another 24 hours. This delay appeared to be the linked him to the crime, as did the various changes of the story under interrogation. On April 26th, authorities arrested Mudd. A military commission found him guilty of aiding and conspiring in a murder of and sentenced Mudd to life imprisonment. He escaped the death penalty by a single vote. So today is National Mud Day. On this day in 2006, a major winter storm affected Colorado, dumping several feet of snow in areas of the Rocky Mountains. The snowstorm temporarily closed DIA, Denver International Airport. That was 2006. I was already here. I had already moved here in 2005, so I missed that snowstorm. In 1989, brutal northwest winds ushered in bitter cold Arctic air in the north central U.S. International Falls tied the honors as the cold spot in the nation with a morning low of 34 degrees below zero. International Falls is typically one of the coldest spots. In 1988, a strong southwesterly wind ahead of a cold front in the central U.S. gusted to 70 miles per hour in Indianapolis. In 1987, heavy snow fell in the northern mountains of Colorado with 15 inches reported at Mary Jane Ski Area. That was 1987. I don't necessarily. I was skiing Vail at that time. 1987. Maybe I was skiing. No, I was skiing Vail at that time. Because I would have been in No, I may have been skiing Mary Jane actually in 1987 because we were taking the ski bus. My parents would drop us off at the grocery store. We'd hop on a ski bus and take us up to Mary Jane. In 1984, Lily, a rare December hurricane, was officially declared a tropical system in the central Atlantic as a distinct eye-type feature was apparent on satellite imagery. In 1977, a once-in-a-lifetime wind and dust storm struck the south end of the San Joaquin Valley of California. Winds reached upwards of 88 miles per hour. In 1942, an early cold wave sent the temperature plunging to 3 degrees below zero in Nantucket, Mass, and 11 degrees below zero in Boston, Mass. And in 1836, a famous cold wave occurred in central Illinois. A cold front with 70-mile-per-hour winds swept through at noon, dropping the temperature from 40 degrees to near zero in a matter of minutes. Those strong, sharp cold fronts, man, I tell you what, they do tank those temperatures pretty quickly. Today's daily quote: death is a very dull, dreary affair. And my advice to you is have nothing whatsoever to do with it. W. Somerset Maugham. Maugham. I don't know what that is. In 1963, the Berlin Wall was opened for the first time. It was only for the holiday season. It closed again on January 6, 1964. In 1946, the Frank Capra film It's a Wonderful Life had a preview showing for charity in New York City's Globe Theater a day before its official world premiere. In 1928, mail delivery by dog sled began in Lewiston, Maine, and I've actually been to Lewiston, Maine. In 1880, New York's Broadway became known as the Great White Way when it was lightened by electricity. In 1803, the United States purchased the Louisiana territories from France for a whopping 15 mil. What would it go for now? And in 1606, the Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery set sail from London. Their landing at Jamestown, Virginia, was the start of the first permanent English settlement in America. There you go. Let's take you out to the lake, shall we? Our sideways camera. That's our sideways camera. Whoa, hey. There we go. Let's make that full screen. All right. All right, time to talk about some Witcher's pictures here. We do have actually some storm photos that actually just came in. So this was from Matthew Burns, Rocky Valley Baptist Church. I don't know what county that was in, but whoa. The steeple had been taken down by the wind. Well, knocked over anyways. Take a look at this from the wind that we had the other night. That is insane. Look at that. That's crazy. We have more storm photos that have come in. This was also Matthew Burns, neighbor's block building. Looks like it took a beating a little bit. That wind was insane. Not just here locally, but across the Great Plains, the upper Midwest. Let's see. Roof stripped from my shed, he says. So this is the roof stripped from his shed. So, Matthew, geez, my friend, you've had some damage. There it is. There's the roof just torn off the shed there. Let's see. He's got a couple other photos. There's a power pole that was knocked over. That wind really did something, really caused a ruckus, didn't it? There's a power pole. That was all from Matthew. And the things that remain from their Christmas decorations. Oh, your Christmas decorations got knocked over and blown away, and we will rebuild, Matthew. We will rebuild. And all right, I got to give a big shout out to Jason Nipper. I was actually stopped by Orange Hat yesterday, and Jason he's been on the platform for a long time. Said he saw me not too long ago and was like, "Whoa, that's upside down, Jason. Let's get that reversed here." Said, I didn't want to bother you. I've seen you and your wife out and about every once in a while, but he said, I just couldn't not say hi this time around. I said, always say hi. You hear me say that all the time. Always say hi to us in public. So big shout out to Jason here this morning. Thanks for saying hi to me. We've got Beverly Glasser, sunrise at the dam in Lenore City. So this is a nice little sunrise. I don't think that was from this morning though, because we don't have as many clouds in place here this morning as this photo says, but that's a beautiful shot of the lake. I feel like there needs to be a loon out there off in the distance just going, woohoo. And Brian and his wife are skiing, enjoying some Christmas time once again. They've been hitting the slopes, my friends. So Nathan, are you hitting the slopes? I didn't see if you had responded to that or not, but that's all I have for those Witcher's pictures. Let's see if I have any photos to share with you. I do have a photo to share with you. All right, so I had a chance yesterday to go read the Polar Express, and it's all part of the Knoxville Library System. They bring this trailer. These kids won an award, and so the mayor We've got Tirsa Smith with Channel 6. And we've got Kim from Star 102. And so all four of us read to two groups of kids for the Polar Express. It was really a great time for that. And let's see, there's one from Joey Exum. He apparently, look at this house. This is like the Griswold neighborhood this is insane. And apparently this is not far from me. So let's see, Joey said, if you're looking to go check out some Christmas lights and whatnot, he said, this is Gray Eagle Lane near Dutchtown Road and Bob Gray. So that's over there in the, West Knoxville area. That's insane. He's up there with his drone. He got some cool videos. So I'm going to be posting that on social media throughout the day today. So if you want to get out and check that out, by all means, this is the kind of wind that they were experiencing in Colorado. The National Weather Service out of Boulder said particularly dangerous situation, fire weather. We rarely issue these PDSs for red flag warnings regarding potential for rapid wildfire spread in an immediate adjacent areas to Boulder, Jefferson County, Phil Hills. Be ready to take swift action. I mean, these are the winds that they were looking at in the foothills and the highest peaks of the Smokies, of the Rockies. You can see Breckenridge with like 30 to 40 mile per hour winds, but Black Hawk to Netherlands, Estes Park, 85 to 90. And again, like I said, Boulder had a report of 113 mile per hour winds. That is insane. No stranger to those winds, those Chinook winds coming off the mountains, but definitely something that you don't really want to experience all the time, especially in a very dry climate like Denver. Let's see. What are y'all saying here? Finishing up shopping here today, says Nicole. Nice. I'm so far behind this year. Lisa. My wife has done a fantastic job. And she has done most of the all the shopping, really. Today, though, I think we're going to take the kids out. The kids every year, we take them out individually. We divide and conquer. And the kids buy each other a Christmas present. So that's what we do. So I don't know which kid I'm going to get today, but we'll go separate. We'll go buy each other Christmas presents, and then we'll come back home and do all those things. Praying for safe travels this holiday season. Absolutely, Crystal. And let's see what else you're all saying. I guess that's about it, huh? You thought a hurricane was coming. Yeah, it was. Those winds were insane for sure. Again, don't forget to check out on my social media pages. Even if you just see it today, from yesterday, previous day, we're putting everybody into a hat for the 15 days of Christmas. Remember, I've partnered with Weather Call to give away 15 one-year subscriptions to Weather Call. I'm going to be announcing all the winners on Christmas Day. And you got to go put your name in. So you get a like, share, comment, and don't forget to send me an email, contest@eastnweather.com. So go back to my Facebook pages and make sure you comment, like, and share those posts, and then email me. You don't have to wait for the one today. Just go to my Facebook page, and you can put your name in as many times as you want per post, of course. And the next post will be coming out today. I've loved listening to all your reading all your answers to the questions that I've been asking, white lights versus colored lights, all the other questions I've been asking. So we're going to be doing that again here today. We're going to continue all through the weekend. So if you want to win something for free, I would like to see you. I would like to help you win something for free. Let's just say that. All right, my friends, we're going to wrap things up here this morning. It is 8:23. I sure hope you have a great day today. Enjoy it. Get your Christmas shopping done. Don't forget to go get those turkeys if that's what you do. So you don't want a frozen turkey, just like Thanksgiving. You got to get that turkey out and get it thawed before we actually get to Christmas. There's Joey himself right there. Just showed your photo, Joey. I don't know if you saw that or not. There are a few more pics submitted. Did you submit some more just now? See if they're on here. Oh, they are. This is from Jenny. The win from the night before last. Whoa, hey Jenny, look at this. This is insane. Your whole fence got taken down. Yikes. Wait for it. There it is. Look at that. Jenny just posted that. That's insane, Jenny. And the billboards were blown down as well. So billboards took a beating as well. Those winds were something else. Not 113 mile per hour winds, but strong enough for sure. non-thunderstorm, severe wind is what we saw with that. There's a billboard. So nasty, nasty, nasty for sure. All right. Thanks for sharing all those photos through the Witchers Pictures link or the submit a photo through the East Tennessee Weather app. And listen, if you're joining this morning on social media and you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, it travels wherever you go. It's a great resource to put in your back pocket, but we're also adding Weather Call to actually add as an additional resource to everything that I'm doing here with East Tennessee Weather. If you're traveling, travel safely. I sure hope you have a great Christmas weekend and week. If I don't see you until after the new year and Christmas, I sure hope you have a great Christmas. And I sure hope you have a wonderful New Year as well. But I'll be here every day, so tune in if you possibly can. All right, my friends, enjoy the day. Grab the jackets and the sunglasses. You can probably shed the jackets later on. Be back here soon.
Army of sinners forgot to fight for the cause, while the visionaries run a race that's already lost. It's you, oh it's you. It's you, oh it's you. There's a schoolboy standing up in front of an army, shoes in the mud and the wet paint twists and turns up the alley just like it should. So your colors, they start and it's stripping you